Hey, how's it going? This is TJ again, Taurai Jack. And in this short video today, I am going to show you how you can retire from property investing. Yes, how you can retire, right? Well, a lot of us, we think that this cannot be done, but actually it can be. And I am a true testimonial of it. And I am happy today that in this short video, I am going to be showing you exactly how to do it. I am not talking about going out, having so much money so that you can go and live on the beach. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I am not talking about having so much money that you do not, you can go and buy your drupa. We're not talking about the 12 valves and things like that. But I am talking about just replacing the income that you've got from your employer. All right. Let's assume you are earning today 50,000 rand, or let's make it 60,000, whatever figure that you want to get to. It doesn't really matter, but the fact of the matter is that it can be done from property. I am one of those people that have done it. That's why I have the ability to show you. But I am not just going to talk about it. I am actually going to take you deals that I have done and walk you through it so that you can actually see yourself that it can be done, and because I have done it myself. All right, without wasting too much time, we are going to jump into it now. On here, I am going to show you the first ever deal that I ever did. And this was back in the days when I was starting off. And I always say to people, you know, you need to get educated, learn, and grow fast. Learn and grow fast. All right. That is the secret. Now, this is a 2-bed, 1-bath that I bought. I am based in Johannesburg. Most of you would know that I stay in Johannesburg. But this is a small deal that I got my hands and I cut my teeth into it. Firstly, this is in an area that is well known with everyone. It is next to the airport called Kempton Park. I bought this property for 160,000 rand and I renovated it for an additional 50,000. On this particular property, I was cash flowing, making profit 1,000 rand when this property was being rented out. It is in a property where it is a small complex, and within that small complex, you have tenants that are staying there, and you have levies, and you have other expenses that you need to pay. And out of all of those things, including the bond, I was able to make profit of 1,000 rand. What does that mean? It basically means that within my salary of 50,000 rand, I now actually earn 51,000. All right. So which means that in my retirement strategy of replacing my 50,000, I am now left with 49,000 rand to replace it. Well, the one idea could be you could do 50 or 49 of these other deals and for you to retire. But that's not my happy place. I learned that very quickly. So I do not invest in units in a complex. I do not like them because I am not in control, and the profits also, they are very little. Now I am going to walk you through to another one. Remember, this is about replacing your income. My income, I am saying that it is a 50,000 rand. If I replace my income, what happens to me? I'm able to spend more time with my kids. I am able to get my 10 hours that I give my employer. I am able to just be me because I've got that time, right? This is not about you retire and you don't have to work anymore and you get to be at the beach and you get to buy an X5 and all of those things. No, I am just talking about just replacing your salary. The second one is, this is one of my lovely deals that I enjoy doing, right? As you can see from the pictures there, it is one big house. At the back, I've got 2 cottages that are there. On this particular property, I am cash flowing 14,000 rand with a bond in place, with insurance in place. I manage things here. So what does that mean? If this was my second deal, I would now be cash flowing 15,000 of my 50,000 rand. It doesn't stop here. I will continue again. This is another deal that I've done almost in the same year as I bought the previous one. But this one here, it is a little bit of a complicated one, and it took me a little bit of time to get there, but that's not what we're talking about today. We are talking about the deals that can replace your salary. So how much are we at now? We are now on 15,000 rand. This particular deal, with the bank involved, with all the interest paid and with all the expenses paid, I have a cash flow now of round about 7,000 rand. So what do I mean now? Where am I? I am at 15,000 plus my 7,000, and I am still chasing my 50,000 rand to replace as my salary. All right, I'm gonna stop there for now, and we're going to resume sharing. The screen sharing is paused. Okay, yeah. No, I want to stop the recording. All right, so now we've got 1, 2, 3 properties, right, that we now have got, and all of these properties are cash flowing. The first property that we got, we said that it was a 2-bed, 1-bath, and we're just banking 1,000 rand profit. The second property, we were banking 14,000 rand profit, cash flow, right? And the third property, we were banking 7,000 rand cash flowing, which is this one here that we're looking at. All expenses paid for, and what is happening there, I haven't left my employer. I am still with my employer. At the end of each month, I take away one Saturday, I do all my invoices, I send it to all my tenants, and I get rent paid to me. And then in another weekend, again, I take away time out of the weekend, I double check who's paid me, who has not. Or preferably, I have a property manager who is looking after this, and I am paying them a certain percentage. Money is coming through to my bank account. And at the moment, I still have my 50,000 that I am getting from my employer. Plus, I now have a 22,000 rand coming into my bank account. Well, one could say, hey, TJ, why don't we do more of these properties? If we do 2 more of these or 3 more of this, well, that's another strategy. Why don't we do 4 or more of these? Well, that's another strategy. But I'm going to introduce you to another strategy, because this one here, we started off in a 2-bed, 1-bath. We learned a little bit how to do it. We get the skill. We grow a little bit, and we have more tenants, but we're banking more money. And again, we repeat the same process. And this time round, we go to what I call the big boys. You don't need to get there. You don't need to be playing in the space like this one. And let's assume on this particular property, you are now cash flowing 35,000 rand, but this is now a commercial building. What does that basically mean? It means that you now have an additional 35,000 rand that is coming into your bank account. Right. I am not going to zoom in onto this one because this is really the big boy stuff, but I am going to play around in here. If we were to include this one, all we're going to say now is we're going to add in 35,000 plus the 22,000. Hey, we are already replacing our income. We can retire freely, but I want to zoom in into ordinary houses like these ones because they are everywhere, and we can get through to all of these houses. They are not complicated. The banks are very happy to invest, to buy with you within these houses. And what you're paying for is not what we call commercial rates at the bank, and it's not short term compared to a normal bond. So you're utilizing a lot of the bank's money here, and it is cheaper money. And above all, you can actually know what is the compliance. I've got a very good friend of mine who owns a street, of these houses like these ones, and he is banking 14,000 plus in some of them. We haven't even started talking about the strategy of student accommodation. Can you see it? Can you see how it can go into that direction? The point here is that if it was 50,000 that you're looking for, I am sure you have seen that you can actually retire. Yes, you can. It is just up to you to actually be able to go out there and find those properties on where they are. And this is why I say to you that you can invest in such kind of property. It is very easy to retire from property investing. It is, right? I've shown you how you can do it from a 2-bed, 1-bath. We've gone into a house, and we've gone into a very small building. That was a very small building. But all of it, you are cash flowing at average plus minus 10,000. And if it is 10 plus 10 minus 10, if it is plus minus 10,000 that you are cash flowing on every property, it just basically means that it is 5 properties that you need. If it is within your 35,000 Rand that we spoke about, we saw on that deal, it basically means that you only need 2 of those deals. I wouldn't mind retiring. It is very different from me. I retired, yes, but I still do some work. I enjoy teaching people, and that's what I now do for a living. But I left my employer, or should I say, I retired early. And it is no different. There are so many people who can do it. You can do it too. There are so many people who are doing it. What is stopping you? I'm of the view that it is knowledge that is stopping us from progressing into such kind of things. It is about our eyes not being trained properly to identify the opportunities. Why don't you get trained? In the time that we are in right now, we are in a crisis, and we have always heard that in the 2008s when the crisis hit, and before that there was a dot-com crisis, and there was another property crisis that kicked in a little bit earlier before that. People made money out of property. We are in the middle of a crisis right now. The question is, what are you doing to make sure that this crisis doesn't pass you by? The 2008 crisis, it just went past. I didn't know. I was an employee. But I am ready for it because I've got the knowledge. I've got the skill. You need to hang out with us so that we can sharpen up our swords and our eyes so that we are able to get to all of these opportunities as they come in the next couple of months, and we can make some money. But in property, you can make money inside, outside a crisis. It is I, TJ. It's been great hanging out with you and sharing my stories and sharing you the reality of how you can retire utilizing property, and you can retire anytime. You don't need to get to 65 or 75 or whatever age. You can do it now. God bless. Cheers.